Hi guys, I'm Madeline Moyers, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a recycled dog toy out of any old material. But you want to make sure that this material is very durable and does not string, so something like fleece will work great. And we're just going to cut a straight line down the fabric. So I'm using an old fleece baby blanket. And preferably if you have good fabric scissors, they probably work better than these, but this is what I have right now. So it's just gonna take a minute, so bear with me. You don't need to use any new material, just use what you have as long as it is safe. Okay, it does have some stitching on the side, so we are just going to cut that off. That way that does not get into the dog, which I don't think any of us want. And you can always pull out the stitching if that's easier, but honestly just cutting it is a lot more easier and more time effective. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the looping method. So this is kind of like what you do at camp with a friendship bracelet, and it's great if you don't know how to braid or you want something a little bit tighter for your dog, because you know they will tear it up in 2 seconds. So I have 4 strands here for this method, and I'm just going to make a knot at the top. So I'm wrapping it around my hand and then pulling it under to make that knot. It's just a simple little knot, if I can get it. It's okay if you don't get it the first try, like I didn't. All right, so I just pulled my fabric out a little bit just to try and extend it. So basically all we're gonna do is we're going to make what I like to call a 4. It's kind of a little bit of an odd 4, but hey, it works. And then we are taking that strand under it, and we are going to pull it nice and tight and just repeat that method. So you're making a 4, and then you're bringing that fabric under, pulling it loosely, then you can grab the top and do it that way. So I'm just going to do this loop about 4 times, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next fabric. And this method is great if you have a bigger dog and even a little dog, if they like to chew things. This is especially a lot better because it's a lot tighter than a braid would be. So now I'm just doing this, and you can do it the same way, as in like the same direction if you want to. It really does not matter. And you can always have a helper hold it for you. That makes things a lot easier and a lot quicker. Or you can put it in between your knees. That will work. Just any way that is the easiest for you. Here is once again just that simple little knot at the end. I say simple, but then I struggle with them, but that's okay. It's just because there's a lot of fabric here. Then you want to stretch it to make sure it's as tight as it can possibly go. And if you have a smaller dog, you can always loop it like this, or you can keep it long like this. It just depends on your preference. So here's our finished result. All right, so now we are moving on to the braiding method. So I'm starting off with 3 strands of my material, and same as the other one, I'm just making a knot. So I'm twisting it around my hand and then pulling it under pulling that nice and tight. So it's basically just like a normal braid. You do want to pull this very tight though, that way your dog does not get to it. Okay, so we are just going to braid our material. And as you go, you can just tighten this however you need to. It's okay if your braid starts off a little wonky at the beginning, I think. That is a pretty common thing. All right, so I am nearing the end here. So now I'm just going to do the same thing and tie it off. All right, so for this we just did the simple knot, just like every other knot that we've done today. And now we are going to do the same thing on this side. Just tie that off nice and tight. And then pull it a little bit to make sure it's as tight as it can go. And here is your finished result.